Hi, my name is Cory P and I'm from Dallas, Texas. I received funding on the 5th of January 2024 and I completed that evaluation in 17 days. I was working to get the average trade number down for when I went live so I wouldn't have to trade so much every week. I did the $25,000 account. And I chose that account, like I do with all my funded accounts, because it has the best ratio between the profit target and the trailing drawdown, while still maintaining the ability to leverage up to 3 contracts. My trading approach is purely that of a scalper. Well, I'm drawn to OneUp Trader primarily because they have a great user interface. The trader dashboard is very clean and easy to understand. The rules are very clear. There's professionally made videos that kind of help put, all the complicated matters into layman's terms so the average person can understand it, and there's great resources. The customer support has always been second to none in my experience. And primarily the thing that I love most about OneUp Trader is the fact that what you pay for the evaluation is all you'll have to pay to get funded. There is no monthly subscription as long as you have a funded account or some kind of activation fee. It's all built into the first evaluation price, and then you can go from there once you get funded. I've had a number of people express an interest in getting into trading, and I always recommend them go with OneUp Trader primarily because it's low risk. You pay a small amount of money to get access to a greater ratio of capital should you get funded. In the meantime, you don't have to risk your own money and your own capital that you would need for margin or so as you learn, because a big part of trading is kind of learning about yourself and how you respond to different situations, especially the mental and emotional side of it. And it's a pretty cheap way to get to know yourself and to have some self therapy and build your way up to trading professionally. Any issue I've ever had, whether it was some kind of glitch in the trader dashboard or any kind of one-off question I had, the customer service agents were always very responsive. There's an automated bot that actually provides a lot of, will funnel all the information from the website should it be readily available. But if you want to talk to someone, you're always connected very quickly. They're always very nice, they're always very helpful, and I've always given them a very big smiley face at the end of the conversation. I can definitely say the transition from the evaluation to getting funding was exactly as advertised. I submitted my evaluation on a Friday, and I had the contract signed and submitted and was funded by the following Monday, which I think is a little faster than normal, but that was the timeline. No, it's exactly as it's described on the website. The data was included, the Ninja Trader license key was included, and I didn't have to pay any kind of account activation fee like so many other companies make you do. Lucky for me, I haven't broken any rule that would require warnings, such as trading during news or exceeding the number of maximum contracts for the dynamic scaling rule or anything like that. So no, I don't think that question would be very applicable to me, but I've heard that they do offer warnings should those things occur. I do have accounts with other trading companies, and I can say the process has varied a little bit. It's not as seamless or as well explained as OneUp Trader. OneUp Trader was the first company I went with, and I think I was a little bit spoiled by how professional and clean and user-friendly it was. So definitely require a bit more effort on my part and a little bit more diligence when working with those other companies. But OneUp Trader is the one I have the most accounts with currently, and the one I continue to do the most business with. I haven't requested a withdrawal yet. Maybe unlike other people, I'm not looking to extract money from my account as quickly as I can. I'm more focused on building it up as to create a capital buffer for the drawdown so that I can exceed that minimum, the trailing drawdown threshold. I want a safety net as it were. And I'm going to see how it is after 90 days. It's early in the year, and we're just starting with a few funded accounts that I have currently going on, and we're just going to see how it goes before I make any withdrawals. I'm just trying to build up the accounts themselves so that I can trade more contracts within those accounts. And I'll make the withdrawals should I feel like it later, and if there's enough to be withdrawn. Well, actually, there is enough to be withdrawn in a couple of them, but I'm just kind of focused more on building the accounts and making it to that 90-day profit check. Well, it's probably similar to most. My trading day begins with me checking for major news items so I don't break any rules within my funded account, and then I'm looking at the prior day to identify key levels as far as where price may react in the form of support and resistance, or any kind of reversal areas or high volume nodes. And it normally takes about 5 minutes tops. It's nothing that complicated or fancy. I would say definitely, I had been trading prior to this with a live account that I still have, and I wanted to experiment with a new system without risking my own money. I was very used to that system and using my own money, but kind of playing with the same amount of money with something that was untested made me uneasy. So I had the positive expectancy for that system, but I just didn't know if I could execute it that well from a mental capital perspective, from an emotional control perspective, given various market conditions. So OneUp Trader has allowed me to practice and get comfortable with that system and pass a few evaluations and not feel very confident. And I think it's made me a much better trader because now I have two systems under my belt that I can utilize rather than one, which makes me a much more adaptable and profitable trader. And I would be very focused on not having to make money every day, having a plan and sticking to it, having a loss limit set, having a maximum amount you're willing to lose per day and stick to that so you don't have to constantly reset the account. When it comes to the number of contracts you're trading within that evaluation, I know a lot of people want to race to get to the profit goal and meet the consistency goal. I know I've been tempted by that, but you really need to do the math and figure out how much you're risking per trade and how many losses you can afford. And if you're not sure about the expectancy of your system, or how much you're going to get and how much you're going to win and what your win percentage is, then I would be as conservative as possible until you could figure that out, or at least how good the system is in your hands, because everyone's going to be different given their emotional parameters and the amount of mental capital they have available to utilize in a given situation on a given day. So keep those things in mind. Simply put, have a plan and stick to it.